This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
She lost her daughter in a school shooting, and now she's traveling the country to spread her message of school safety. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Lisa Sugared in for Ken Cara. This is SSPTV News in high definition on Service Electric Cablevision Channel 513 and in SD on Channel 13. Subscribe to our SSPTV YouTube channel so you never miss a story. Now your headlines from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. A mother who lost her daughter in the horrific school shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary School back in 2012 was in Wilkes-Barre this morning. Michelle Gay, a former teacher herself, lost her special needs daughter Josephine on that terrible day. Through her Safe and Sound Foundation, she's chosen to help school communities improve school safety in honor of her daughter and the other 19 lives lost that day. SSPTV News interns Chris Mead and Jason Bass had the chance to talk with her about her message.
In a tragedy that most people wouldn't be able to understand, how have you been able to cope?
One day at a time, really, with a lot of help from a lot of different people. You know, we were, I think, confronted with an overwhelming response following the tragedy. I think most of us had friends and family, and we had a wonderful community that gathered around us. So I think that was the beginnings of each of us kind of finding our way, and every family, every individual that has been affected has had to find their own way. We're all very different, but for our family, it's been a lot about faith and family and friends and putting our pain to purpose in this way.
How has Sandy Hook, the school, adapted since the tragedy?
You know, again, it's one day at a time. No day is ever the same, I would say, for most of us. For the children going back to school, it's required a lot of support for the families, trying to pick up and put the left foot in front of the right foot. It's an ongoing process. It's something that I think we're all going to be working through for the rest of our lives, and that's been an important thing to come to terms with, that there isn't a date on the calendar where we're going to be done, or we're going to be over this, or we will have moved on. The best we can hope for is to simply move forward.
Why do you think this presentation is so important to the community?
I think with the growing number, it seems to be every year of active shooter or violence, school violence, I don't even think, just not so much in the school, it's just in the communities and the community events, that there's a need for all of the people that would be involved in that type of crisis to come together and really work together. It's going to take us together to prevent it, and it's also going to take us together to recover from such an incident. So we need each other.
This shows, you know, just with the audience alone, you know, we have people from state, you know, local police, so we have, you know, leaders here from the community, school board members, teachers. So anytime we could come together and have a conversation about school safety, you know, talking about these issues are the best way, you know, we're going to prevent them.
Today's program was hosted by the Luzerne County District Attorney's Office and the Pennsylvania State Police at the FM Kirby Center in Wilkes-Barre. Well, the call came in as an unresponsive male in a wooded area south of the Arthur Gardner Highway in Hazleton. A police officer responded with Narcan in hand. Instead, he was almost struck by an ATV driven by the man he came to help. The man, identified as Brandon Samler, got on his ATV. According to Police Chief Jerry Speziale, the officer attempted to stop him to ensure his safety. However, Samler accelerated the ATV at the officer, causing him to jump out of harm's way. The officer was not hurt. Samler continued towards Beaver Meadows. Hazleton Police, along with units from State Police, Weatherly, and West Hazleton, all tried to locate Samler. Police received a tip that he was in the Tresco area. Officers responded and took him into custody. Police obtained a search warrant and seized the ATV. Samler was found in possession of 15 bags of heroin hidden in his pants between his legs. He's facing a list of charges, including aggravated and simple assault. He currently has a pending charge for a DUI crash from last month. Well, this is the final week of classes for students in the Hazleton Area School District. The school year had to be extended because of the severe winter, which resulted in several snow days. District Superintendent Brian Uplinger talks about the schedule for this final week, including graduation.
Graduation for this year and final day for school for all students will be June 15th. We do have those 3 days prior to June 15th, so it'll be 13th, 14th, and 15th that are half days. The teachers will end their year on June 21st. The 18th, 19th, 20th, and 21st will be in-service days or Act 80 days for the teachers, and we'll have professional development set up for them.
And graduation?
Graduation will be the night of June 15th with rain dates on the 16th and 17th.
Again, graduation is Friday at 6 o'clock outside the school. The rain date Saturday at 10 a.m. If it rains Saturday, the ceremony would be held Sunday, rain or shine. For complete details, go to the district's website and click on Hazleton Area High School. Well, the rain did not stop the many dedicated runners from participating in the Community Services for Sight third annual trail run. This was the scene yesterday at Nescopec State Park as runners of all ages came out to participate in this major fundraiser for the local nonprofit organization. The day featured events for runners, walkers, even dog joggers. Community Services for Sight Executive Director Lori Lassant thanked everyone who came out to support this wonderful cause. All monies raised benefit the many programs of Community Services for Sight, now located in Brook Hill in Cunningham. For more information, you can give them a call at 570-455-0421. Well, it's a free event to celebrate all cancer survivors. I had the chance to talk with two of the organizers about this special event. I'm joined today by two lovely ladies from the American Cancer Society talking about the 4th annual Cancer Survivor Celebration. Food, Fun, and Hope taking place on Wednesday, June 20th, and that is at the Cancer Treatment Center on East Broad Street in Hazleton. Pat Korb and Jane Doherty are both dedicated volunteers to the American Cancer Society. Pat, tell us about this special event that is coming up very soon, why it is held and why it is so important to the American Cancer Society.
It's held to give our survivors a chance to just have a day of celebration. I mean, they can go someplace. If first of all, I think we need to define survivor. American Cancer Society labels you as a survivor as soon as you are diagnosed. So this celebration is open to people who have cancer now, as well as people, sometimes we have people who have been survivors for a year, a month, 20 years, and they're all dutifully and happily proud of that because it is an accomplishment. And so we just want to give them a free 3 hours just to relax, enjoy themselves, to be honored for what they've done, because it is an accomplishment to survive cancer. It really, really is. And a lot of times they bring their caretakers with them, and it's also difficult to be a caretaker.
And the good news is that you have more and more people eligible for this because we have more and more survivors thanks to the great strides being made in cancer treatment. Yes,
I've been with Cancer Society since 1989, and I can't tell you the amount of things that have been accomplished since then. Just yesterday, for example, they announced that some of our ladies with breast cancer may not have to go through chemotherapy. That's just a huge, huge thing. So we keep making strides, but unfortunately, cancer is still there.
Well, this is a wonderful event held every year. And Jane, you have all the particulars for us because we can't stress enough that this is a free event.
Yes, it is, Lisa. We are partners with the Cancer Treatment Center in Hazleton in many ways, and one of them is this celebration that we're having. Wednesday, June 20th, it's from 5 to 8 p.m., all free. It's free for any cancer survivor and a caregiver. We have food catered by Capriotti's, a delicious picnic. We have face painting, we have a DJ, snow cones, cotton candy. It's a real picnic atmosphere. And it's a great day to just get out and forget about cancer.
I would think, too, that it's a nice support group there because everyone there has gone through the same thing, so they kind of make friends there as well.
They do. There are people who look for their friends from last year every time.
Oh, that's really nice. So in order to attend, though, they do have to RSVP even though it's free.
Correct. We just need a count for the food, and that's by Friday, June 15th. And if you call the Cancer Treatment Center at 570-459-3460, you can register.
All right, very good. This is a wonderful event for a wonderful reason. So many people now cancer survivors, and we want to know that everybody who gets the diagnosis is a cancer survivor. And thanks to the good works of the American Cancer Society and volunteers like Pat and Jane, we're here today to tell you about this wonderful celebration, the Cancer Survivor Celebration, Wednesday, June 20th. Please RSVP by June 15th. Attention Music on the Menu fans, a new episode is now airing on SSPTV. Our John Eric Poli hosts the episode, and Alan Stout presents radio personality DC Taylor with a trophy to show his appreciation for the work Taylor does for the radio version of Music on the Menu. Also, Dustin Douglas from Dustin Douglas and the Electric Gentleman joins the show to discuss his latest CD before he performs his latest hits. Catch this new episode right here on SSPTV tomorrow night at 8 p.m. or watch anytime, anywhere via our free Samsung Productions app. Still ahead, Ron Marchetti has this week's edition of Trivia Treats, and in Trooper's Corner, it focuses on the dangers of social media. This is SSPTV News, your place for 24 hours of your hometown news and information.
This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
I'm joined once again by Trooper Anthony Petrosky. He is a public information officer with the Pennsylvania State Police, Troop N in Hazleton. Internet safety, social media safety, there's a lot of things for parents to be worried about. We want to make sure everyone's safe. How big of a problem is this?
It's a huge problem because everybody has the internet. I mean, everybody has, regardless of your age, you know, the mobile devices, the tablets, the iPads, things like that. And you're instantly connected to an entirely different world where you can have a huge amount of people at your ever calling. It's very easy to get information out there quickly to a large amount of people.
So what should parents be doing? I mean, children that they're not even of age to have a Facebook account or on Facebook, or they're on the internet, maybe they're not supervised. How can parents be sure their children are safe?
Well, years ago, the family computer used to be in the family room, so everybody would see what you're doing, but now it's obviously a lot different with wireless internet. So things you could do, there's settings on your phone, okay, and your devices to where you can put on, like child settings. Also, messages or anything sent over the internet can be sent to a parent's device to let them know what they're using. You could put restrictions on certain social media sites, Facebook, things like that, where you actually have to be 13 years or older to have a Facebook account. So there actually are some security settings on these social media sites. But again, they could easily be monitored, and if you go into the settings, you could adjust them accordingly to what information you can have, what information you could see, and most social media sites should be protected. And what that means is not everybody can see your information that you put out there unless you accept them as a friend, and you should only be accepting them if you know them.
Well, another thing to take into consideration is video games, because it used to be you plopped a game in and you just played right there with the people in your family. Right. Now you can play with somebody in another country. So, you know, how scary is this?
It is a little scary if it's used in a negative way. You know, now you could actually talk to people while you're playing these games. You know, and unfortunately, we've had some violence come from these things, you know, some threats, things like that. So you have to be smart with it. You have to know who you're talking to, who you're dealing with, and just make good decisions when you're using these video games.
Now, I know the state police takes information out to the community. You're always speaking for groups. Maybe there's a PTA, a parent group, a church group that wants to know more about this. Can they contact you?
Absolutely. And myself and Trooper Peters, we do social media and internet safety for parents specifically. It's a presentation we do. We also go over social media for kids to let them know what to look for and things like that to ensure that they're safe. But yeah, they can reach us at the Hazleton Barracks. Just ask for the Community Services Unit. We'd be more than happy to help out.
Well, this is vital information in this day and age, and if your children are on the internet or on social media, the best way to do it is safely and to get it from the experts, so you know that they are not being contacted by someone they should not be contacted by.
Absolutely, and if there is anything in question, they could always contact us. The Pennsylvania State Police specifically has a computer crimes unit who specialize in computer crimes, and they could download devices and things like that. So they're experts in this, and we could always reach out to them for guidance.
All right. Great advice from the Pennsylvania State Police, trying to keep you safe always.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
today, a major improvement after yesterday. Let's see if there's any more rain in the forecast. Tonight, our forecast from the National Weather Service, mostly clear overnight with a low around 49 degrees. Moving on to the 4-day outlook for tomorrow, the sun will be out with a high near 70. Tuesday night, a chance of showers mainly after 3 a.m. Cloudy skies, low 57. On Wednesday, get that umbrella out again. Chance of showers and thunderstorms. Cloudy with a high near 76 degrees. At night, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Then a slight chance of showers overnight. Partly cloudy with a low of 59. Plenty of sunshine on Thursday. It warms up nicely with a high near 78. Partly cloudy Thursday night, low of 55 degrees. And Friday looks great as well. Plenty of sunshine with a high near 75 and an overnight low getting down to 55 degrees.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High Food Drive-In, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop by for our ice cream and yogurt, now featuring fat-free, no sugar-added soft frozen yogurt with flavors like vanilla, strawberry, and strawberries and cream. We also have burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more.
For daily hours, call 570-455-5362.
That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazleton, and like us on Facebook.
Time now for our weekly feature, Law Tips, right here on SSPTV News.
My name's Attorney Alexis Falvello. I'm with the Falvello Law Firm. My family has been serving the legal needs of the Hazleton area since 1923, when my great-grandfather graduated from law school. My grandfather was also an attorney serving the needs of the Hazleton area, as well as my father, and now I've taken on the role of ownership of the Falvello Law Firm. I've been practicing law for over 10 years. Prior to coming to Falvello Law Firm, I worked in the district attorney's office as a prosecutor. I was there for a period of approximately 8 years, and during my time there, I prosecuted vehicular homicide cases where victims were involved in car accidents with other individuals that may have been under the influence of alcohol or just negligent in the way in which they were driving their vehicle, thereby bringing on criminal charges. At this point in time, I am handling the civil needs of individuals who have been involved in car accidents through no fault of their own. If you're involved in a car accident, give us a call. Your case is our fight.
Time now for the familiar green screen with your winning midday numbers from the Pennsylvania Lottery. The pick 2, 66, the pick 3, 237, pick 4, 8527, pick 5, 00783, and the wild number is 4. The one and only Ron Marchetti has trivia treats coming up and more right after the break.
Time now for sports on SSPTV News.
The Hazleton Area School District is currently accepting applications for several coaching positions. The applications are being accepted for boys varsity and girls varsity in the following sports: basketball, bowling, and swimming. Now, applications are also being taken for varsity wrestling, varsity competitive spirit, freshman boys basketball, and freshman girls basketball. The applications are available on the district's website or at the athletic office at Hazleton Area High School. For more information on these positions, you can call 570-459-3221, extension 81539. Now, the deadline to apply for all these coaching positions is next Wednesday, June the 20th. Well, right now it's time for our favorite feature of the week, the one and only Ron Marchetti, with this week's edition of Trivia Treats.
Here's Johnny. And speaking of Johnny, happy birthday to Johnny Eric Polak today. Hi, everybody. This is Trivia Treats. 10 years ago, in 2008, Yankee center fielder and leadoff hitter Johnny Damon collected 6 hits, including a walk-off single in the 9th inning to defeat the KC Royals 12-11 at Yankee Stadium. Damon doubled in the first and singled in the third. Then he drove in a run with a single in the 4th to tie the score at 5-5. He garnered a 4th hit in the 6th with a single. Then Damon's 2-run single in the 8th deadlocked the game at 10-10. With the game tied 11-11 with 2 out in the bottom of the 9th, Johnny Damon picked up his 6th hit of the game, a walk-off game-winning RBI single to give the Yankees a 12-11 victory. What a game by Johnny Damon. 5 singles and a double with 4 RBIs. 6 for 6, mother of God. Who could forget Johnny D? But how many remember Lonnie Chisenhall? Not many. He played an even better game 6 years and 2 days later. Only 4 years ago, in 2014, Cleveland Indians third baseman Lonnie Chisenhall. Who? Chisenhall. What did he do? Well, Lonnie Chisenhall became the first player in Major League history with at least 3 home runs, 5 hits, 9 RBIs without recording an out in 5 plate appearances during a 17-7 thrashing of the Texas Rangers at Globe Life Park in Arlington. Also 21 years ago yesterday, 1997, Kevin Brown, before he became a bust for the Yankees years later, pitched a no-hitter for the Florida Marlins while defeating the Giants 9-0 at 3-Con Park in San Francisco. And finally, 25 years ago in 1993, playing for the White Sox, 45-year-old Carlton Fisk broke the all-time record for most games played by a catcher in a 3-2 victory over the Rangers at Comiskey Park in Chicago. It was his 2,226th game behind the plate, breaking the mark set by Bob Boone. It proved to be Fisk's last big league game before the Chi Sox released him. That record was later broken by Ivan Pudge Rodriguez, who went on to play 2,427 games behind the plate, 201 games more than Fisk did. Till Monday, be good sport and stay loose.
Good evening, everyone. Here's today's Talk of the Town. The American Red Cross will be having a blood drive at the Laurel Mall in Hazel Township on June 15th from 1:30 until 6:30 p.m. To schedule an appointment, you can go to redcrossblood.org or call 1-800-RED-CROSS. Cancer Survivors Celebration, Food, Fun, and Hope will be held on Wednesday, June 20th from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Cancer Treatment Center at Hazelton. You must RSVP for this event by Friday, June 15th. To RSVP, you can call 570-459-3460 or email the email on your screen. And on Thursday, June 21st, APTA and the public transportation industry will come together to celebrate the 13th annual National Dump the Pump Day. On this day, you'll be able to ride free on all Hazelton public transit routes. And that's today's Talk of the Town. SSPTV News would like to send our sincere condolences to the family and friends of these who recently departed. Eleanor Moloch of McAdoo. Mass is Wednesday at 10 a.m. at St. Michael's Byzantine Catholic Church. Friends may call Tuesday from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Stanley Ian Losky Funeral Home in McAdoo. Carol A. Muskanovich of Sugarloaf Township. Mass is Tuesday at 10 a.m. at Good Shepherd Church and Drums. Friends may call Tuesday from 9 to 10 a.m. at the church. The McHugh-Wilczek Funeral Home in Freeland is in charge of arrangements. And Mary Sisak of Freeland. Mass is Wednesday at 10 a.m. at Our Lady of the Immaculate Conception in Freeland. Friends may call Tuesday from 6 to 9 p.m. at the McNulty Funeral Home in Freeland.
So I have a question for you. What do you do when you are the guy who records the birthday announcements for the television station and it's your birthday? I don't think John Eric Poli wanted to wish himself a happy birthday tonight on the news, so I thought I'd take it upon myself to say happy birthday to the one and only John Eric Poli, who is celebrating 25 years young today. I don't know if I was supposed to tell his age, but I just did. Oops, I guess I'm in trouble. Quarter of a century. Such a young kid. He has no clue, and he thinks he's old. Happy birthday, John, from everybody here at the station. He got his peanut butter cake, his Reese peanut butter cups, so he's set for the rest of the week. That'll keep him in sugar for quite a while. So happy birthday to John. And next time, we'll have to have somebody else do the socials for that. Have a great night, everybody. Please take care. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Watch us online anytime at ssptv.com and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.